What's your life goal, and have you achieved it?
Yeah, I married you.
Aw, gross.
You really need to go out there and make sure the whole world hates you.
My butthole is all over the internet.
A fine wine, she keeps me in the basement and pulls me out when she needs me.
If I drink Sambuca, he's getting it.
I bought a case.
You can tell a lot about a person by the way their tits, pussy, or dick looks.
You come near my cheeks and it's not going to be a good day for you, homie. This is going to be special.
Welcome to the Two Onions podcast with Dani Daniels and Vic.
What's up, guys? I'm Dani Daniels, and next to me is my husband, Vic. And with us today is one of my favorite comedians, Rich Vos, who... Hello. First of all, what happened to your forehead?
COVID.
Is that one of the symptoms? Forehead sores? Is that?
Yeah. I was in a hardware store, and they had all these metal poles, whatever. But I dropped something. I went down to pick it up, and I hit one of the poles. Luckily, it didn't hit my eye. It would have taken my eye out.
Jesus.
And then I would have owned a hardware store.
With one eye.
And so, yeah, it's just the dumbest little things are how these stupid accidents happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Bending down or, not wearing a condom. Accidents will happen on the dumbest things on the planet.
Were you at the hardware store for more birdhouses, or what's...
Well, how do you know about my birdhouses?
I might stalk your Instagram a little bit.
No, I have a weight room downstairs, but there's really no room for a pec deck. So I'm going to make one with pulleys and rope where I can do my own pec deck. You know what a pec deck is, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's no room. I got too much stuff in my basement, so I'll make my own. So I went to get some pulleys and rope, and well, what the hell? I end up scarred for life.
See, that's why you should just eat donuts and not worry about being fit, because look what it does for you.
Well, I did gain. Hold on, let me put this. This looks better. I like this.
Wardrobe change.
There you go.
It's cool.
It doesn't fall onto my cut. I look more.
Girls think scars are hot, so you're good.
What's that?
Girls think scars are hot.
You like the scarf or the hat? What do you want? It's up to you. You're the host.
That's good. You're good.
All we do is sit around and eat all night, my wife and I. I must have gained 10 pounds during this whole thing. If I knew I was going to be locked up in my house, I go out, I do things, but if I knew for 7 months, I would have went on a strict diet plan and I would have been like Adonis. But, I work out every day. I lift. I have a good upper body. I just gain 10 pounds. And when you get older, you always gain 10 pounds in your stomach. You never gain it in your arms or in your chest.
Or even in your ass.
Yeah, it's just always in your fucking stomach. Some guy yesterday I was playing golf. The guy was fat. I go, I don't eat meat. And he touches my stomach. He goes, you must eat a lot of vegetables. I go, you're a fat fuck. Who are you? How dare you? This guy was. And look, I'm not that bad. It's not that.
No.
And it's not great, but I work out my upper body and everything. So don't fuck yourself, fatso. I was playing golf. Sorry.
And golf works out everything except for your core. Basically.
Well, yeah, not when you're really taking a cart. But I do have an inversion table for my back too, which I lay on and go upside down.
I love those.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And
I've used mine for more adventurous things, but I also use it for my back.
Well, yeah. I don't know, whatever you guys, whatever. I'm not, I'm a born again Jew. So, are you going to watch the debates tonight?
I'm debating it.
Yeah.
They're not going to be live. Do you know? Are they going to be doing?
They're live. It's live.
They're going to be live.
Yeah.
There's not a delay?
3-second delay probably, but for
they'll be on a podium together.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. 6 feet apart, obviously, or whatever.
Someone said Biden should open up with, "Hi, I'm Joe Biden, and I pay taxes."
Yeah, right, exactly.
I just read that on Facebook.
The problem with that is it might not come out like that with Joe. You never know. You know?
Look at these two guys. It's like comparing pork roll to scrapple.
Yeah.
You know? It's what the fuck?
330 million people, and these are the two choices we got.
Pretty sad. You know, you want you want somebody young and like a Kennedy or just just somebody young in touch with fucking,
Reality.
Yeah, reality. Not somebody. It's always just old fucking white men.
Except Obama.
Yeah, but he's basically an old white man. And I'm not real political, but you just want somebody like Kennedy. Kennedy was banging everybody. You want somebody. So was Clinton, but at least Kennedy was banging some hot.
At least Kennedy was good looking.
Kennedy was banging Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. And Clinton was banging Marilyn Manson. So you just want somebody. I don't know who the fuck. The whole country, everything's falling apart anyhow. Yeah. So it's just.
How has it been for you with everything? Like staying home, have you been able to do anything like comedy wise?
I've been playing golf since day one. I work out at home. I work out 6 days a week at home. I don't do cardio. I just lift. When this all happened, we moved out of a townhouse and bought a house with an acre of property. So I had a lot of landscaping to do.
Was it coincidental? Because that's like the perfect time to get a bigger place with land.
What's that?
Was it coincidental to everything happening, or were you like, we see what's going on, we're leaving?
Oh no, we already bought the place. We bought the place last November.
Okay. So you just got like lucky, really.
And we sold our other condo in February, so that was lucky too.
Yeah.
So I mean, your wife's a comic also. Are you guys doing any kind of performances or anything Zoom or?
Yeah, I mean, I do outside shows. I did a couple last week. I'm at Mohegan Sun in like October 9th or whatever. That's indoors. It's just none of these places are full capacity yet. So, it's picking up. I mean, the money I lost in 6 months, I'll probably never make up. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
At least I had some money saved. Plus, we sold our other house, which all the money I kept putting into it, I got back. Yeah. So, I mean, I listen, people are a lot fucking worse off than I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't even imagine living in a fucking 1-bedroom in Manhattan. We have our own bedrooms, me and my wife. We have our own bedroom, so when I'm done banging her, I could say, hey, look, you got to go. I'll go, look, I'll call you tomorrow.
Money's on the counter.
I always give her a free CD as a parting gift. I'll try to take you. I say, here, you go do something nice. So, I mean, look, we have enough room to keep away from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it keeps you guys happy then.
Yeah, we have a small place in Manhattan, and it was like a testament. Like, how good is we have a small place in Manhattan, and we were like, how good is our marriage? Is our marriage small space good, or is it? But
yeah, you don't go. You haven't left the city. You've been there.
No, we fled. We fled to Florida about 2 months ago to get the hell out of New York.
Yeah.
What part of Florida? Isn't Florida bad though?
And
we didn't really think. We kind of got chased down with everything.
Honestly, we can play golf and we can go to a beach and we can stay away from people, and the world isn't exploding underneath our terrace like it was in New York. So define bad. I'd much rather be here than there.
What part of Florida?
The West Coast near Tampa.
I'm supposed to go to Florida in November. I'll probably drive down. Do you fly or drive?
Yeah,
you drive to Florida?
Might. I don't know. I don't care. What's it? 2 days? I'll just,
Yeah. Are you doing a show down here?
Yeah.
Where?
I think Boca area or down on the other side.
Where all the Hebrews fled to also? That's
It's my people.
Well, the entire Upper East Side went to Boca Raton.
Well, listen, everybody's getting out of New York.
Cool.
You know, there's fucking rats are running rampant in New York now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we were kind of quasi neighbors with your friend Jim Norton, and you know, I keep asking because I love this city. I'm like, you might want to not love it so much.
Well, are you in Florida now?
Yeah.
Oh, what? So you said Tampa. I was supposed to be in Tampa next month, but I moved it to April.
No, okay.
When you flew down, was the plane crowded?
No, not at all. We flew down early July. It was like every third seat, you know, and they wouldn't even let us sit together. We weren't even allowed to sit together at the time.
Even JFK, it was like full of, there was birds.
Dude, yeah.
There was nobody except for some birds.
You know, you always see the birds in JFK. Now you could hear the birds. That's how freaking quiet it was. But I mean, I guess things are a little bit better now. We haven't flown, but back in July, man, it was ghost town. It was absolute ghost town.
Flights are like, they cost nothing now, I heard.
Yeah, there's like Spirit Airlines from LaGuardia was like $30 to Orlando. $30. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a bus in the sky, though.
Yeah.
It's like the Greyhound of airlines.
Yeah, I have $2,500 in credit flying because United never refunded my money for all the flights I canceled.
Yeah.
So I have $2,500. You know, when it picks up again, I start flying. I guess I'll start using it.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, and then at least saves you a couple bucks.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to fly to Florida or drive. You know, then I got to rent a car. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I had a whole system back in the day, you know, for a gig. You know, I pack my stuff in a small suitcase, my golf clubs. I have a travel set ready to roll out, get to the airport, put my car. I go fly to Newark. I put my car in this parking place. They drive me to the airport, pick me up, you know, have the car ready. And I haven't done it in 6 months. So
you're out of practice.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even imagine being in an airport. And also I paid for that where your eyes, you look into the
oh yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, Clear? Is it Clear?
Yeah, I think
so. Yeah.
You know, so hopefully that didn't run out on me.
How long have you been performing? How long have you been on the road, basically?
Well, I've been doing comedy for 36 years, but I don't know if on the road. I don't know. I guess I started going on the road like 3 years in or whatever, 4 years in.
And you were the first white comic on Def Comedy Jam, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember those.
That was running for 5 years. It was HBO's biggest show at the time.
Yeah.
And the 5th year they brought me on. Pretty nerve-wracking, but I pulled it off. I was pandering. Like if I did it now, I wouldn't do what I did then, you know, because I was more of a, I was pandering, you know. But the outfit they made, I wore, you know, they told me to wear it because it was Fat Farm, Russell's.
Yeah, I was just about to say Russell's clothing, Fat Farm, yeah.
Yeah, and it was his show, and they go, Russell wants you to wear Fat Farm, so, you know, but I was more pandering. I was still doing what I would do back then, but now if I went out, there wouldn't be any of that, you know. I mean, I grew up in an urban neighborhood in Plainfield. So when I am around dudes I grew up with, whatever, you do start talking more street because that's how I grew up.
Right.
You know. So if you get an audience like that, a little of it comes out, and it seems like it's pandering, but it's really how I grew up. You know what I mean? So, but the whole movement and everything, but that was 20 years ago. So. You know, if I didn't grow as a comic in 20 years, I'm in the wrong fucking business.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Was that your big break? Was that what kind of launched you?
No, that hurt me.
Really?
Well, it didn't hurt. It helped, but I would call clubs. You know, I go, I was on Def Jam, and they go, we don't use Def Jam acts. You know, the white clubs weren't using them. You know, and I wasn't really working the urban circuit. I did some rooms, but it wasn't enough for me to earn a living on the urban circuit, you know. Plus, I didn't want to do just that. I mean, I always wanted to do a room that was a mixed audience. So I guess all the stuff combined helped my career. You know, Tough Crowd, when I did Tough Crowd, and Last Comic Standing was big because I was on the first year, and you know, it was, you know, we did a tour, and it fucking bought me a house. You know, I made money on that. I was making stupid money back then for me. You know, now there's comics that make that, you know, doing a fucking Zoom podcast, 20,000 on one fucking podcast. You know, so I guess a compilation of everything that I did, I built, you know, and plus pilots and TV shows, and you know, my wife's a great comic, so you know, we made a movie, Women Aren't Funny, documentary, and then we did a roast. Our roast was gigantic, so you know, I try to keep putting something out and staying relevant. You know, I'm not a fucking some young kid, you know, that's got, you know, 100, 200,000 followers on Instagram. Like my friend called me the other day, who's gigantic on Instagram, Joey Diaz, and he said, "Listen, what the fuck are you doing? Let's get this going for you on the internet, because your social media stinks." And it does, but I wasn't. That's not how I came up as a comic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, you did TV, and you know, you did radio, TV, and then you built your audience. Now, you know, I got to, you know, we have a podcast. We've done over 400 for 7 years, 400 episodes, just me and my wife. Nobody, no guests, nothing, just me and her fighting. And look how happy you two look. That can't be real. But no one can sit there that fucking happy. You know, oh, look at us. Oh, please, I hope you fucking punch each other out after this is over.
That'll be in an hour or so.
So
we actually saw your wife at the Stand years ago, the old one, the one on, I think it was 3rd Ave, and there was like second, right? There was like 5 or 6 comics. She was the only one that was good. She had us in stitches. Everybody else,
she's a great comic. She's shooting something now. We're trying to sell a TV show. I was supposed to shoot a scene, but I didn't feel like driving to the Bronx. I said, get somebody else.
Do you guys work well together?
What's that?
Do you work well together?
On projects, not in clubs. A little bit. It depends what the project is. We were both in the movie King of Staten Island with you know, Pete Davidson, and we had a scene together, which was really fucking funny. So that went well. You know, it depends what we're doing. You know, we don't work well in the house here. You know, you get older and you just, fuck it, let's just watch TV.
How long have you guys been married?
15 years.
Okay, so you've been at this a while. Did you meet in the clubs? Was that the? Oh yeah.
He saw me on Last Comic Standing and came down and talked to me. And next night, I'm eating her fucking box in the car. You know, I'm going down on her in my car. And you know, we had pizza, and then I ate her fucking snatch.
Which date?
Pizza first.
It's a good date. I'm into it.
No, we're at this commie show. I said, let's go have pizza. Next thing you know, but and now I got a 13-year-old in the other room that doesn't listen. So, you know, we do a lot of projects together that go well. We've done pilots together. We do a show, our podcast, My Wife Hates Me, we do it live, and we'll bring in a comic as a marriage counselor. It's really funny. But we haven't done, that's what we're going to try to do on Zoom.
Yeah.
You know, and sell tickets. I mean, we're kind of we're always late to the fucking, you know, to the party. You know, people have been doing Zoom shit for the last 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You're like, I guess we'll do it now.
right now, 6 months later, we're fucking so stupid. You know, I never filed for unemployment. I didn't do any of that shit. I'm just lazy. I didn't try to get that PPP loan or, you know, I just didn't do it. So many comics, you know, people are getting this loan that you practically don't have to pay back, and then they're getting unemployment. I go, I don't want to go through all the fucking paperwork
and deal with government.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it, you know, and it's stupid. I'm just lazy.
At least you know. At least you know.
Well, they say admission is the first step to recovery, right? That's.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not lazy when it's something I want to do, you know. So I don't know. Like you guys, what was the thing we had? Dinner with
Dinner with Dani, yeah.
Did that do well? Did that get any hits?
Yeah, it did pretty well. It's still doing well. It's especially now with people locked down, we're getting more eyes on it. Yeah.
I did a podcast and some porn star was on it, and I fucking pissed her off.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
I heard about this.
What?
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah. I don't know what I said. I go,
Chrissy Mayer. You did Chrissy Mayers, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And she had a porn star on. And I was in the club. She just called me up out of nowhere. And I'm a comic.
You didn't know Chrissy?
No, not.
Oh,
What's that? So
you didn't know Chrissy?
I know Chrissy. Chrissy said, come up. So I sit down and I go to the girl, what do you do? She goes, I'm a porn star. I go, man, they'll let anybody do this shit. Right? We're fucking around. Right? You know, it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah, I did it. It's like it's you gotta have a sense of humor. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And this girl got all bent out of shape, and it just got ugly. And
oh yeah, there was like a Twitter war going on. I remember seeing.
No.
I think either Jaden Cole or Trinity St. Clair, one of the two of them were on. It might have been Trinity told me about it because you were on with Trinity when you did the dinner with Dani. And she was telling me about the story, and I was laughing my ass off.
Oh, no.
why would I mean, you know, I did this other podcast, and some porn girl, well, she's a tranny, I think. She's so nice. She likes me. What's her name? Lanny, who manages. She's a publicist.
Laney, yeah.
Laney. So she always goes around with this Latin. I guess, what do you say? I don't know.
Trans performer.
Yeah. Mia Isabella.
She's Latin. What's her name?
It's probably Mia. It's probably Mia Isabella. Yeah.
Yeah, she's real nice though. She's very. I always got along with her, her, and you know. But I get along with Lanny too. So, you know, if Lanny was there with that girl, I probably wouldn't have slashed her.
Yeah.
You know.
She probably could have smoothed it over. But if you don't get the humor, I mean, you don't get the humor.
It's a joke, man. Relax.
Listen,
I wish you were on my episode. That would have been hilarious.
What's that?
I wish you were on when I was on Chrissy's show. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but I have nothing bad to say to you. I mean, what am I going to say? You gave me free fucking chicken parm.
and you got to sit in between all the crazy performers. So
it was just a room full of dysfunction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking pure. And but there was one that knew from California that knew all the comics. One of those girls,
Dana D'Armond.
Yeah, they were all nice. They were just nice. You know, it was fun. You know, it was a good time. And I probably said something funny or mean to one of them throughout it, and they didn't get all bent out of shape.
Oh,
not those girls. You know, they fired right back. they were, yeah. That's okay. I gotta send it to you. That's a great episode. We get a lot of comics on that because you guys were going back and forth, and it was a lot of fun.
Now, are those girls doing roller derby or wrestling now? What are they doing?
OnlyFans.
Have you had any troubles like because you're such a shock comic? Have you had any troubles with like this new culture of people that like I don't know who the performer was, but that got so offended. Are you like, do you find yourself curbing yourself, or are you just like, fuck it, take it or leave it?
It depends. I mean, you got to kind of. Nah, I just do what the fuck I'm gonna do. What the fuck? I mean, I'm not. We just taped something for HBO. Colin directed it, Colin Quinn. And I mean, I was a little toner there because they're not going to air anything. So why waste it?
Yeah.
Right.
If you only have a certain amount of time, if they're not going to air it. If I'm in a club, I'm not famous enough for them to come after. I have a good reputation. I have a good following. I'm well known, but I'm not Louis C.K. or Ellen DeGeneres or Kevin Hart. So, it's a waste of fucking time. I need some bad press. They can come at me, but I mean, audiences now, these fucking young kids, everybody's just so uptight, and, you could be at a fucking Klan meeting and say something racial and they're going, ooh, don't, hey, we don't talk that way around here. So there is a lot of just bullshit uptightness going on. Everything's so touchy. We're living in a world right now where there's so much racial divide, there's so much gender divide, so much religious divide. Every fucking thing, is whatever you believe in. There's a group that doesn't, and I mean, people think the earth is fucking flat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They think it's fucking flat. Have you ever been in a plane, you fucking morons?
we saw Jim Norton do a whole routine about that. He goes, do you understand how many people have to be in on faking the world being flat? Like every pilot ever.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn like a Rubik's Cube, you fucking it's gonna, yeah. Oh, look, we're at the end, everybody out.
Yeah, hold on, we gotta flip around and go back the other way.
Yeah, you wore the wrong dress. You keep
I know. It's so much. It's like just a bad Bob dress.
What's that?
Just a bad boob dress. So I keep like moving and like trying not to have a titty flop out. It's not a good move.
Big deal. What's the difference? I'm looking at his head or your tit. It's basically the same thing. Just put a little fucking dot on the top of it.
Yeah, we don't want to do a Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction here, we can't.
No, they need to go to my OnlyFans for that.
Yeah, right.
What's that?
Sign up for my OnlyFans for that.
Well, that's another one. I know a friend of mine, this girl comic. I don't want. She was making like $30,000 a month just doing things online in front of guys.
Yeah.
$30,000 fucking dollars.
Just goes to show you how fucking stupid men are.
Are you kidding? I know. For some of the dumbest shit too.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, it's wild. Like a lot of people in the industry are not like they're not even performing anymore. They're just only doing their OnlyFans. Like I'm pretty guilty of it. A lot of my peers are. We're just like, why would I want to go to set all day when I could just sit at home on my couch and masturbate?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if you could sit on your couch and just talk into a mic and make more money than if you went to a club, would you ever get off your fucking couch?
Well, I would to clean it off.
Yeah, right, exactly. To use the bathroom, maybe.
But yeah, I mean, but it just shows how creepy some people are. That, you know what I mean? Or how isolated or detached they are from society.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the reality culture.
It's what?
Reality culture. This generation of people that want to know what you're doing at all times, especially with like Instagram or social media. It's like this, they want to be constantly fed this like reality type thing where they know what the people are doing at every given moment.
I mean, think about it. We've had 20 years of reality television. We have so much fucking reality television in our life. We elected a guy from a reality television show.
No, there's no Trump fan ever that was watching The Apprentice 10 years ago going, that guy should be president.
Right.
Not
You-
one
you-
fucking person.
You say that, but he got elected, so maybe there were. Who the fuck knows? I mean, at a minimum, we're so used to drama. We're so used to what was created by reality television that when your president acts crazy, you go, okay. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, look, people are blind.
Yep.
In this country. First of all, it's about money. Either you have money or don't. If you don't, they don't give a fuck about you. They really don't. Those people that follow Trump, do you think he really gives a fuck about them? No, I don't think he does. Do you think Biden gives a fuck about them? No, they're just all about money. If you know, so,
money and power. Money and power.
You know, you got to be a complete narcissist to run for president.
Absolutely. I can't think of a worse fucking job.
Actually, I never,
I cannot think of a worse fucking job. I would rather shovel shit or move furniture, honestly.
Yeah, because it's not like it pays, amazing.
It's just, you're in there for the ego boost and the power trip.
Yeah, it's true. I never thought of it like that.
It's it's just whatever.
I got to tell you what, though, at this point in time, man, you guys are more necessary. I mean, we need comedy right now. We need something to make us laugh because this shit's getting too serious.
Yeah, well, that's why everybody's doing it on fucking YouTube. They're going, I mean, I would never sit and do a show on Zoom. I would do a roast on Zoom. I could roast people. I'm not going to sit and do stand-up, and a lot of comics are doing Zoom shows, which I couldn't, if I'm going to do something in the computer, it's going to get me arrested. I'm just, I would do a roast on Zoom.
Yeah.
I don't know what, people were doing shows at drive-ins.
Yeah.
That's what we taped for HBO, was in drive-ins.
Did you do something in like a park or something recently where like you said you had to like jump off a stage?
Yes. There was a fucking, the stage, there was 200 people, it was packed, but the stage was right in front of the woods. And I go, if a fucking bat bites me, and I'm on stage and the whole audience goes, oh, and there was like a flying squirrel that flew from one tree to another. I guess they have flying squirrels in Jersey in the woods. So right when they all went, I jumped off the stage.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know what's behind me. I'm not going to wait to find out.
And then at the end of the show, there was a bat up there. I go, you know what? I'm done. Like when in my house, every time I walk into a room, I look up at the ceiling to see if there's a fucking bat in my house.
I don't blame you.
I'm scared to death of bats. I walk outside yesterday to take the garbage out front, and I see bats flying up in the sky, and I'm going, oh, fuck, look at them. Get them out of here.
Well, then, you had said on Dinner with Danny that you and Norton would go to the Midways in Manhattan and feed the rats.
Yeah, we'd throw candy out of our car and Reese's cups, and they would come scurrying out, like 20 or 30 of them. Right?
They're this fucking big.
They're monsters. They were and we would just sit there, stare. We were bored. I went on a date with this girl. These two girls were in town. And one was going on a date with this real rich guy. They were friends. They were staying in a hotel together. She was going out to dinner, one of them, to like 21 or some just fucking fancy place. And the friend who I was taking out, I took her to the vault first. We watched people fucking spank it for a while.
I love it.
That was a famous little haunt back then.
I wish.
Then we went to I guess get turkey burgers at Lucky's or somewhere, and then I took her to feed the rats. That was our date.
That's like the perfect New York date.
Yeah, right. and then you each went on a subway your own way. That would end it.
I'm telling you, like, the other girl probably was the most boring fucking date on the planet. We sat in the car and I was throwing out fucking Reese's cups, and I'm going, look at them all scurrying out,
I love it.
Oh my God. Was she terrified or was she into it?
No, I banged her.
Yeah, there you go. So it ended well.
Nothing sets a mood in a car like rats.
And Reese's cups. Yeah, rats and Reese's.
Rats and well, this wasn't the original vault. I think they moved the vault. I had passes because the owner was at one of my shows at the cellar. He said,
Okay.
"Yeah." But I think they moved it. Like it used to be, where it used to be, I never went in there. It used to be down by the West Side Highway, I think. And they moved it to another place. But it was still like whatever. And we went in, we're just walking around looking and stuff. And then it was time to eat and feed rats. That's what that's it was a very inexpensive date, believe me.
Life hack, New York date on a budget.
Yeah. I mean, I probably got her fries with her turkey burger. Probably. I'm not that much of an asshole.
Maybe a Coke or a milkshake, you know.
You know, something. But you know, and I haven't talked to her in a while. I was years ago when I was partying, I picked up this girl at the bar. She was a 10, easily a 10. And we go back to my apartment. We're getting high, you know, fooling around on the couch a little, you know, going to close the deal. And I was in the third floor. A bat flew in the living room.
What?
I got up, I pushed her out of the way, and I ran out the door. Every man for himself.
Why are these bats like haunting you?
Yeah,
wherever you go?
yeah, they know. They're like, oh, boss, we got to get him.
Well, I used to hear him up in my attic. I was on the third floor of this old Victorian house, and you could hear him up in the attic. Somehow, a bat can get through 3/8 of an inch.
Yeah, they have like no bones.
3/8 of an inch. That's, you know, they can get through. So all I know is I saw it, I pushed her out of the way, and I ran out the door. And I slept in my car that night.
Oh no!
With the windows up.
Listen, when we first moved into our house here, they're doing construction 2 houses away. They're building 190 unit condos, which no one told me when we moved in.
Of course not.
So 3 high rises. So they're digging up all the ground there, and we had some mice in our house because where are they going to go? You know.
Yeah.
And anytime I caught one, I made my wife or kid pick it up and take it out to the garbage. Even dead mice, I'm not going near that shit. What are you fucking kidding me?
That's how the plague started.
Yeah, I don't care how I'm not. Ugh. I said, go get it. I would pay my kid like $3 or $4 to go get it.
Perfect.
Offer him up as a sacrifice. I love it.
You know, now I'm asking her to clean the dishwasher out. You know, I go, your job for today is to clean the dishwasher. She goes, Mommy gives me my jobs, not you.
No, boy.
Uh-oh.
Raina. Let me get it. Raina. Hold on. Raina. Come here.
I can tell. I can hear the sass from the.
What? Just come here.
I don't want to.
I'm doing a podcast. They want to say hi.
Yeah, she's like, no.
She's like, no.
Tell them I said hi.
Hey.
Come here. I got to show you something.
She's like, I've heard that.
She's like, yeah. She's like, I know this deal.
My oldest daughter's coming over tonight. She's 30. She's a good one. Then my other daughters got married a year ago, so 3 daughters. 3 daughters, yeah.
Wow.
I can't deal with it.
Buy a bunch of ladders, you know, so they can elope.
Well, one's married. The 13-year-old, we're trying to get out of the house. She brings nothing to the table.
Doesn't even have a
Now
job.
that she's 13, you're like, no, just
Go get a job.
out.
Yeah. I want to set up a studio downstairs that video podcasts, and so we can start airing them on YouTube and make money. Is that a big project? You know,
It's not as hard as you would think it is. It really isn't. Just a computer with a webcam and some kind of microphone set up. It's not really that difficult. It's a lot easier these days than before.
You could do it with those little.
Yeah. Yeah, they shoot in 4K. They shoot too clear. They'll see every scar, cut, and pop mark. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I have a board that you could put 6 mics into.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need anything more than that.
No.
But that board it's like 6 years old. Doesn't matter. It's never been used.
It should be fine. It's just recording the audio. You should be fine.
I mean, the one board I have where we do our podcast, we could put 4 mics into it. So it's an audio box or something.
Yeah. We use the Zoom audio machine, and we could put 2 mics in it, or we have it that it can just record us like we're doing now. But yeah, they all work well.
Yeah, it's pretty. And once you figure out the setup once, it's the same shit every time.
Yeah, it's just
not...
it becomes it's like rote at that point. All right, you get stuck. You got to answer my questions now. You ready?
Yeah.
So, what's the most annoying question people ask you?
To answer their questions.
Perfect.
The most annoying question people ask me, were you, I don't know, were you funny growing up? That's pretty annoying. Or, also, do you write your own material? That's annoying. What else? Comedy questions, pretty much, you're talking about at work. What's another annoying one? Like if somebody I destroy an audience, somebody go, "Oh, do you bring them with you?" That yeah, I travel with it.
Yeah, so I bring my hecklers. I have them come on the road with me. Yeah. What's your favorite way to eat a potato?
With 2 fingers in my ass.
That's the most unique answer we've gotten so far.
I like mashed potatoes, and this is so weird, but probably 1 in 200,000 do it. On mashed potatoes, I'll put applesauce and peas and mix it up. It's so fucking good. Try it. I'm telling you. I guarantee after you do it, you'll thank me. Applesauce and peas.
And we'll be telling the next person and doing the same thing. No, man, you got to try it.
Applesauce and peas. Remember, on mashed potatoes, it's not that hard. You can get any of the ingredients.
They're pretty easy to find. What do you want the title of your autobiography to be?
Oh, sorry.
What's the biggest turning point in your life so far?
My kids.
Your kids?
Oh, no, probably getting sober. Because...
How long have you been sober? It's been a while, right?
Going on 35 years. 30,
that's amazing.
Gosh, congrats. That is
amazing. Without that, I wouldn't have anything else. I'd be dead. So that's the biggest turning point.
What are you most proud of?
Well, it's definitely not this podcast. I'm sorry. This is in the top 7,000.
Oh, good. We made the top half.
What am I most proud of? Again, getting sober. I was a drug addict.
Yeah.
I should be dead easily, hands down. So that and second, it sounds corny, but I think being a good dad.
That's something to be proud of. That's definitely something to be proud of. There aren't a lot of them. So that's definitely something to be proud of.
For my kids throughout their, through my first divorce and whatever. So.
Was comedy after sobriety?
No, I did it for a couple of years before that.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3, but it was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I was horrible a month ago. Can you imagine 36 years ago?
What takes up too much of your time?
Procrastination.
I don't know, but I'll get to it later. What's your favorite smell?
My favorite smell. Oh, I guess spring when all the flowers and all is just the smell in the air.
That like fresh beginning kind of.
Yeah, the fresh spring in the air is a good smell. Or even, yeah, it's got to be an outside in nature smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gets you fired up?
I guess what gets me fired up? Being disrespected in my business. That pisses me off. From what I achieved in my business, there should be no disrespect whatsoever from a club owner or anybody. And I guess just the racism and anti-Semitism online and on Twitter, just these fucking idiots that are basement dwellers that will write and say the most vile things, because they have their computer to hide behind.
Yep.
That was the Mike Tyson's recent quote, right? There he said, "You guys are getting too used to being able to say stuff without getting punched in the mouth."
Yeah, it's true.
It's absolutely true.
The stuff they're not my friends. Don't talk to me that way. My friends and I, who the fuck are you? It's just so. I guess that really pisses me off. Just the way they act like they can talk to. Like I would never write to like a celebrity or an actor or somebody and go, "Oh, you stink," or this or that, or you lost. Like who does that? Who is that empty in life? So I guess internet trolls.
They have shitty lives and they just want to drag you down to their level. I mean, that's what it comes to. What do you wish?
Go ahead.
What do you wish you knew more about?
I guess how not to come quick. No. What I wish I knew more about astrology. It's so amazing. I know nothing about it, and someone will say something about a light year or a star is burnt out. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean that. I wish I knew more about. I mean, I know a lot. I guess general knowledge, which is a pretty vague answer, because I'm pretty good with human behavior, psychology, street. You know what I mean? And just how to read people. I'm pretty good, but book wise, I wish I had a better vocabulary.
That's saying something considering you're a comic and you have a pretty good vocabulary.
I got a shitty vocabulary. My whole comic is 4-letter words.
Perfect. Final question. What's the one question you would want everyone you meet to answer?
The one question I would want
everybody that you meet to answer.
A question I would ask them and they
have to answer it, yeah.
Why did you vote for him? No.
Universal for the last 2,000 years.
What do you call it? I mean, it would be different for, I guess, a girl or a guy. The one question I would, do you want to buy a CD? We're
at the end here. So shameless plugs. What do you got coming up?
And has any other comics done this?
Jim Norton, Sherrod Small.
So far, listen, you don't have to say, but I'm the best. Jim might have been okay, but no one. I mean,
you're the best, but I'm glad that we're top 7,000.
Now you guys, once you say you're the best, you're in the top 100.
There you go. Made the cut.
I mean, I've got nothing really to plug. I mean,
you got your shows coming up. You're in person again, aren't you?
What's that?
Aren't you doing shows in person again?
Yeah. Our roast is free on YouTube, Vos Roast. If you want to see the best roast, It's on YouTube for free. It's just go to Vos Roast. Norton's on it. Colin, Bobby Kelly, Jim Florentine, Bonnie hosts it.
Oh God,
That's
that's
great
some
lineup.
brutal comics right there.
Big J,
Oh,
Luis Gomez, Joe DeRosa. I'm telling you, you two got to watch this. If you want to see the best roast, it's free on YouTube. Go to Vos Roast. You'll see.
absolutely.
I promise you, you'll watch. You'll go. This is fucking so brutal and funny.
Yeah.
Well,
the comics you just mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, Colin, Florentine, everybody. October 8th, 9th, and 10th, I'm at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. But Vos Roast, it's free.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers. So I don't know.
Where can we watch your wife's documentary?
Was it
Oh,
HBO?
well, Women Aren't Funny is on iTunes. It was on Netflix for 2 years. It's on iTunes. It's called Women Aren't Funny. It's also on Sundance. Their internet. It's iTunes.
Yeah.
On iTunes. Women Aren't Funny. Vos Roast for free on iTunes. On YouTube. Vos Roast is on YouTube. and Women Aren't Funny is on iTunes. And they're both Women Aren't Funny. We have so many major comics in it. Chris Rock, Rosie, Artie Lang. I mean, I can name Colin, Norton. I mean, Opie and Anthony. There's just tons and tons. Rita Rudner. It's just full of comics, and it's funny. It's a documentary with a beginning, middle, and an end. It's not like your shitty, stupid like. Oh, I come from a fucking dysfunctional thing. There's a story in the documentary.
Yeah.
So watch those fucking things. Watch
I want to
those.
see your roast because I think it's gonna be really good.
Oh, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, it's on YouTube. It's free. Voss. I guarantee you guys will go. You'll email me or text me after. Go. That was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
At the
Well,
end,
the list that you mentioned, yeah. Absolutely.
I'll give you one line that Bonnie opened up with. She hosted it. She said to Norton, "Your radio show is so bad, I'd rather listen to my daughter drowning." I'm telling you, Big J said to Norton, your mother was a librarian from Jersey City and your father was a pond turtle. I'm telling you.
Oh no.
I watched it the other night. I just started watching it. It's at almost 400,000 views on YouTube. So thank you. This was fun. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Get me work. I might have to come into your business.
Come on, you should start an OnlyFans.
Shake your ass on OnlyFans and make a couple bucks.
I'll get a job as a fluffer. I'll do whatever it takes.
It's good seeing you. Thank
It
you
was
for
good
coming
seeing you.
on.
Thanks
and
for coming
thank you
on.
to everyone that's been
All right,
listening.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.